Have you ever heard the term studio magic? Well, GarageBand has magic that simplifies recording and jamming more than ever.
Alright, once again we have Magic GarageBand open, and let's go ahead and focus on the transport within Magic GarageBand, which is this section right here. As you can see, it's really different. Well, not really different, but it is a little different than regular GarageBand. It's way simpler. It's basically two giant buttons. You have record button and the play button. They took away the rewind button and the rewind all the way back to the beginning button. I guess they just figured who's going to use those. There's good and bad things that I think of having two simplified buttons. Obviously, recording and playback is super simple because they're just so giant. How can you miss clicking on them? And I think the con about it is you have to manually, for example, I have to manually click on the play marker and drag it to the very beginning if I wanted to do that, which is a common thing for recording. You always want to go back to the beginning. So that's one thing that it does lack, and one thing I don't enjoy about using Magic GarageBand. But nonetheless, it does simplify it for beginning users if they're not quite advanced with all the buttons for the transport, for a regular transport at least. But it does have the regular play and record buttons, and we do have a master slider here. I'm gonna go ahead and play the song, show you. So the master slider is still the same. Slide to the left, it gets lower. To the right, obviously it gets louder. And then if we have our instrument plugged in, we can always hit record whenever, and our recording track pops up, just like that. And once we want to stop recording, obviously hit record button, and it'll continue to play, just like GarageBand. There you go.